Happy Tuesday, YouTube. Hey, so I wanted to talk to you guys today about chargebacks. Today I got hit with a chargeback, and no matter how long I've been in this business, I don't like them. And I think for many of you out there that are watching this, you can agree that chargebacks are not fun. No matter how you pay for them, whether they take 100% of your paycheck or you're paying them in increments, they're not fun. Because if you don't watch your chargeback ratios, they can eat your lunch. I've seen over the years many agents that were forced to stop selling insurance because they couldn't afford to keep going, because they had so many chargebacks on the books that if they wrote any business, all of their commissions would be used to service their chargebacks. And some of them would go to another carrier to avoid having to pay those chargebacks at the moment. But eventually that catches up to you, because when you don't pay off your chargebacks, the carriers will send you a letter, and when you don't do that, they'll terminate you, or they'll vector you. So it's not fun. But over all these years selling insurance, it's part of the business. On average, I'm losing 10 to 15% of my business every year. So it's there, it happens. But as long as I can still pay my bills, make a small profit, chargebacks are part of the business. But how is it that you can minimize them? The first tip for you is don't be so eager to make a sale so fast. Whether you're doing this on the telephone or you're out there knocking on doors, don't be so caught up in getting on that phone call, making a sale, going to the next one, and doing it in such a short period of time. Don't do that. Because what will happen is the client will get cold feet, and if they don't cancel within 24 hours, they're going to cancel within a few days. And this just happens. You got to spend time with the client. You got to explain to them exactly what it is they're buying. They must understand it. And more importantly, you got to ask all the health questions that are on that application. Can't emphasize that enough. And a lot of agents these days, they hate asking all the questions. And part of it is because they feel that final expense is like some guaranteed product. No, it's not. It's very specific. Questions are very specific. And if you ask those questions, you'll be able to find the right product for each one of your clients that you're working for. Because when you don't do that, you just blanket a product on your clients, eventually somebody else is going to come along that's going to ask all the questions, and they're really going to find a product that makes sense, and in most cases is going to beat what you gave them. And there's a chargeback. Another tip is when you make your sale, don't just forget about your client. Don't be, once again, so caught up in making that next sale that you never follow up with the client. Remember, you're the one that made that sale. You're the best person to review the policy with them, to answer any question. And by doing so, not only are you going to establish that relationship with your client even stronger, but you're also going to take the benefits of selling more insurance to the client, or also picking up referrals. Follow up. With our group, we do a 7-day follow-up after we sell them a policy, 30 days, 60 days, and then we set them up with a yearly follow-up every year after that, so we can look for opportunities to answer questions, make changes, or upsell them for more coverage. That's very common. Follow-up. Those small steps that I'm sharing with you, I'm telling you, will make a huge difference in your persistency. I had a friend of mine that has been in this business for a long time, and years ago he came to me and he showed me his persistency, and he had 3 or 4 carriers, and overall his persistency was in his 60s. He was selling insurance, but he was always in that low persistency bracket. He started making those adjustments. He started following up with his clients, and now today he's in the 90s with some of his carriers and high 80s with some of the other ones that he has. High 80s and 90s and 13th month persistency. Is he happy? Absolutely. And when your persistency is low, I mean high, and your drop-off rate is low, you really never complain about the chargebacks. It's just part of the business. So with that said, my friends, you guys enjoy your Tuesday, and see you guys at the top. Peace.